Hello friends, welcome back to 7 Days to Die, the Whiterun build. This is a special episode. We're each going to be doing a tour of Whiterun and showing off the things that we find. It is officially, quote unquote, finished. I'm doing all kinds of air quotes with my fingers right now. So the Rectangle Gang has now completed Whiterun. The server is going to remain up and running for those of you who are playing on the server. And we may still tweak the buildings and whatnot. But the plan is the whole entire region file. So basically you'll be able to create and play on this same map yourself on your local computer. So what we're going to do is on RongoTheBold.com, there's going to be an article with a link to the file and instructions on how to do it. But basically you'll be able to start a brand new game and have everything as part of your world. And that includes, like, let's say, all of the underground labyrinth that is the extensive base, and the gallery of art and the mines and the bases and all that stuff. So all of it's going to be available for you guys to play on your own servers. Now, as well, Chromicide, one of our subscribers and who runs his own server and is a really good programmer with this stuff, he is going to be turning all of the Whiterun buildings into prefabs so that you could actually have different buildings actually spawn as prefabs in your game. Like you could have Dragonreach as a prefab in your game. So that's information on that's going to come. Chromicide has taken over 7daystomod.com, so you're going to find the files there once he is finished. So anyway, this is going to be my personal tour with you guys through the Whiterun build. It's been decorated up. The interiors of the buildings are left for you guys as a practice, as a, what do you call it, a follow-up for you guys if you guys want to play this on your server, on your own game, to build yourself. So we've got a lake flowing through here now. The river's flowing through down that way. So we're going to head on in. So these are the stable areas that are at the beginning. There's some fields out there as well. So the stable areas. Hello, stable areas. I wish we had horses in this game. I really do. All right, so let's go ahead and through in the main gates here. This is awesome. Yeah, so there'll be a package of all the mods, all the modded XML files, plus all the region files for the actual game itself. So you'll be able to experience the entire thing. I might have done it on trees. I don't know. You guys can tell me. This is basically the enhanced Whiterun mod pack. All right. So again, coming up to the main entryway. To the gates where they always say, why do you want to come in here? It's closed, it's barred. No, you need to talk to the Jarl. I saw a dragon. Yeah, right. So you got to go through here, up over the bridge, over the little stream in the lake, inside Whiterun. So there is, oh, now I can't remember the name of it. Wow. I cannot remember the name. Got to look at my cheat sheet here. Where is my cheat sheet? There's my cheat sheet. Okay, so this is so we got the Drunken Huntsman over there, and this is War Maidens, and then there's a guard shack here. Little guard shack area. This one's been decorated up, as you can tell. So some buildings have some decorations, others don't. The first few buildings do have decorations in them. For example, if you go into War Maidens, it has been decorated up. It's got a nice fire going. The upstairs, their bedroom up here, which has not been finished. So a lot of interior work has been started or not started, but again, that is a left to you guys to complete those final details as you feel free. But it would be cool. Wouldn't it be cool to come across this building out in the wild as a prefab? I think so. I mean, it would have a forge, a workbench, and a cement mixer. That would be awesome. All right. So the Drunken Huntsman up this way. We should have. I think we should have done a better path to the door. So there's a path here to get up to it, and that's where the guy's sitting. Usually trying to sell you some crap. Bow on the desk here, or thing on there. And Iona, is that her name? Sits over here, the dark elf. And this is where I've murdered people back here before. In the game, of course, obviously. And there is actually a second area up here, which is in the game, and it's high. I never go up there, though. So it's kind of cool that we even got that little detail in. Let's close it up after ourselves. And then, of course, breezehome. Mafke did a gorgeous job decorating breezehome. He really made this look pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty darn good. And in here again, it's got some shotgun side cases, a workbench, and then upstairs, where Lydia sleeps, where you sleep on your big fancy bed. So yeah, breezehome turned out really nicely. I really like how it turned out. Big props to everyone. I really want to give a huge shout out to all the folks on the community server. Aussie Madam, Chromicide, Sid Charlie. Just so many people. I can't even... So many people, names aren't showing up. Stormywood and James Nitrox and Quan Bonwa. He did a lot of really cool designs and things on the server. So all these folks, I just really appreciate all the help they gave in making Whiterun a reality. I probably shouldn't be that so close. Building. So all these are going to be prefabbed out at some point. All right, we've got, careful of the fine, we got Bellathor's here. And as you can tell, Bellathor's needs a little TLC interior work. We basically, all the shells are done. Oopsie. Let's get rid of that. Is that interesting? Okay. You know, I realized we had, I think there's another door in here. I think we missed the other door. And then Arcadia's Cauldron here. And the Battered Mare. Up this way. Getting the shells mostly. The shops out front. Oh, am I going to need to drink a thing? We have been busy trying to wrap it up. Get the last big buildings done. And we finished Dragonreach today, which was awesome. There's that guy. I can't remember his name either. And then we have the beautiful tree. Hello. And this guy over here. And we've got Jorrvaskr. I huge props to everyone who worked on the roof of Jorrvaskr. It turned out pretty, I mean, considering we had blocks to work with and it's a boat hull, I think they did a spectacular job of making it look fairly rounded. So great props to everyone who worked on that project. And this looks amazing on the inside. Doesn't it? That just looks amazing. And of course down below are the all the rooms that you would normally have seen down below. Okay, let's head back upstairs. Yeah, just tremendous amount of work. I mean, I cannot even tell you guys how very much work went into this. And at the end of this video, I'm going to show some other some video clips and snapshots of just what this place looked like back at the beginning. It's just the amount of work that's gone in, the hundreds of thousands of blocks that have been moved. It's just tremendous. Oh. This, I think, turned out really nice. I mean, it just looks love it. We had a lot of structural integrity issues throughout this, but they were overcome. They were adapted. We managed to get past most of those. Yeah, you can just decorate these up how you want. Some of these have second floor areas you could use. The Hall of the Dead, I think, turned out really nice. That's the Temple of Kinnereth, in case you don't recognize it. So behind the Temple of Kinnereth, we've got a little graveyard area. And then the Hall of the Dead, which is another one I think just turned out spectacularly. And remember, you can go back and look at the individual builds of each of these buildings. The amount of work that went into them is just, oops. We have lots of little stuff like that later on still. Scaffolding and hay bales and whatnot. But wow, it's just amazing. And then down here we actually have some of the catacombs are in. Or actually the catacombs themselves are in. As you can see here. Just, love it. Love it. And I think in here we got some supplies. All right, let's head over. Well, let's finish looking at this area. All right, so we've got Greymane, House Greymane, House Battleborn. These are nice. This one's got a really nice second story up a nice winding staircase. Second story area. So yeah, I mean the long haul. You guys have been really sticking with us for weeks and weeks and weeks as we got this build done. Huge amount of effort by the community. They have put so many hours into moving dirt and harvesting resources, and just did an amazing job. It's kind of a two-parter house. They're just mirrors, basically, of each other. Hello. Little bedroom area in there. I really like these new stairways. Those are really nice. Let's check this one over here. We did a bunch of different interior floors just to try out different things. This one almost hurts your eyes. I don't know. And again, this pops back out above the Drunken Huntsman, up on top of the guard shack there. All right, let's head this way. Kind of expanded. We ended up with a little extra space, so it kind of expanded the other region that is there's a little kind of a garden circular area here. We just kind of expanded it out a little bit to just fill space a tiny bit. And then that piece that is this awesome tree. And there's that stupid. That's what we should do. That's what we need. We need a bob here. Hang on, let's go into corpse. We need a bob sitting here, right? There we go. That's the preacher guy. Someone finally killed him. There we go. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Let's run along here. So this is the Skyforge. And they got completed, and it is just so freaking awesome. Love the eagle sculpture. I believe Cone Bonwa. I always get it wrong. Did that one, I think. And then also down below, so on the back of Jorrvaskr. So there's we saw Jorrvaskr, but on the back side of Jorrvaskr, Sid Charlie put in these really cool target dummies, which I think are really kind of cool. and the awesome guard areas. And there's tons of little secret stuff. I mean, you go down here and you can shoot out there. There's all kinds of little nooks and crannies throughout Whiterun that you can experience and experiment with. Oop. So yeah, you got to check it all out. And let's take a look here. If you guys do download Whiterun and try it out, let us know what you think of it when you actually get a chance to walk through it yourself. Yeah, let's head back up to Dragonreach. Wow, just look at that from the distance. And these look cool. Hang on, let me. That's awesome. The water in there. That's cool. All right, huge amount of supplies just sitting there. And then Dragonreach. Let's go on the outside first. So we have the pools, floating body over there. So this is just the grounds around Dragonreach. I mean, this place is just massive. It's hard to get a sense of the scale of this place, but it is massive. You'll get a better idea when we go inside of it. So let's go on this side. Now, there's a little bit of rework that we didn't really finish. And that's on the basement, because the dungeon area, let's head over here. Now the dungeon area, the problem was structural integrity. So we ended up having to put in some extra columns to support all the way up, because basically this goes up and up and up and up, and because of that, there has to be stability all the way down to ground. And yeah, we had to end up moving because things were not centered on the wall all the way up. So a little bit of movement to get those extra columns in before it finally stopped collapsing on us. It was a bit of a challenge. So let's go in. Now, remember, we were inspired by it. It's not an exact replica of Dragonreach. We call it all inspired, because there's some things we just couldn't do with the building blocks that 7 Days to Die has for us, but we still did, I think, a pretty good job of capturing the feeling. Now, we also, this foyer area is much more open and illuminated than Whiterun's, but the Skyrim version is. But I thought that we did some amazing detail work on all of these, like the corners and all the different, angled ramps. Come up here into the main hall. Look at that. That's just freaking amazing. I love these lattice things. I'm going to do some more of these lattice work in some future builds, but it just looks so cool. Get the chandeliers in. Don't get your fire. Don't walk on that. You'll catch on fire. So let's walk around. Now, the kitchen area is over here. We didn't put a kitchen in. And this doesn't really exist in the game. So one of the problems with Skyrim is that the exterior doesn't actually match the interior. There are things that happen in the interior and exterior that are kind of like magical. Like you go through a door and you end up in a different place than you would if you actually went through the door in a real building. So we did our best, and we had to make some bowing to the inevitable here. And so there's some things we didn't quite get right. A good example here is the alchemy area. So this is the alchemy area. There's his little bedroom. his little office area. Hello, Bob. Table he's got. This is the alchemy table. So you can see the room's much smaller than it should be, but we kind of got ourselves stuck in a bit of a bind. I think the curtains look cool as banners. Just it's awesome build. Back here is just empty space. Basically, it can be whatever you want. It doesn't exist in Skyrim, but we put these stairs that go up to the second floor from this side, and that's just cool build. I really like these railings. Those are some sexy ass railings. So this is the place. So let's look down here again. Kind of familiarize you if you've played Skyrim. So when you report to the Jarl sits on his throne, and then you go upstairs after you've done the stuff with the Farengar. You come up here and the Jarl meets with you and Iona, the guard captain, and you get your orders and stuff. So this is basically Dragonreach, the back hall. So you go out here, and this is where the dragon, when you finally capture the dragon, he flies in here and you capture him from these balcony areas. So you can see this is another massive build area. So huge. Now, there are also additional stairs going up here, and these take you up to the Jarl's quarters. So these are yet to be built. A lot of the interior stuff yet to be built, but this is the Jarl's quarters, and it takes you up in these huge spaces. So this is all additional, build areas. And it's all structurally sound now. It took a while to get it all to be structurally sound. All right, so let's take a look around the place from an exterior view. So just look at that. Now, even the mountain it's sitting on was moved. That had to be stacked up. And it's not small. I mean, look at this. That is just a massive amount of material that was moved. Basically built this mountain. It was shaved off one mountain, built another whole area. Dragonreach just looks awesome. Give you this slow pan around it here. All the detail work on the exterior here. We tried a bunch of different textures and things to kind of give it that extra, oomph. I'm going to peek in these guys. It's just awesome. Totally awesome. All right, so let's do a quick visual of the whole area. So there's Dragonreach. We got the Hall of the Dead, the Temple of Kinnereth, all the buildings. Yeah, so this is just it's been a great project. Probably not something we're going to do again. This was a scale well beyond what I originally envisioned it would take. But once again, huge thanks to everyone who's been involved in it. Just a massive project. Even the fact that they dug a river, got the stream going, dug a river through. Just amazing. And I love this farm, too. It's an awesome farm idea. Just huge. So once again, the whole map will be available on RongoTheBold.com. You'll be able to download it, start up and play your own game in this world, and just explore and enjoy. So I'm going to cut over now and show you guys some more footage of what it looked like back in the very, very beginning. Just to kind of give you a feel for just how much amazing work has been done by everybody.